Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we are trying out a double deluxe sleeper cabin on the Intercity Notte train in Italy. Okay guys, so we started out in Milan at the central station there, and that's actually the terminus, one of the terminus stations for it, but we're going to, the other terminus station is Syracuse, but we are hopping off in Palermo. So this is our first time down to Sicily, and this is going to be a really interesting and incredible ride. There's going to be some really cool views tomorrow. So we're on the train for 21 hours, which is amazing because we got on at 7:40 p.m. in Milan, and we don't get in to Palermo until tomorrow afternoon, I think around 4 or something like that. So that's quite a ride. So that's great. That gives us enough time to be able to enjoy the ride and sleep, and we take our time now to give you a tour. So let me show you around the room. First I'm going to show you my bed. So this is my bed here, and this is the lower bunk. And this room, we have it as a double, so just the two beds set up, but you could do a triple in here as well. There's a bed all the way at the top too. So we've just got the two beds set up because it's just the two of us. So here's the lower bunk, and there's a lot of really cool stuff down here. Let me show you. We've got a charger here, so an outlet here where you can charge, and you can use the regular European plug here as well, which is really nice. This cubby I think was made before like smartphones, so it's not going to hold your smartphone. You'll have to find an alternative place to put it, but if you have a flip phone it'll fit in there just right, LOL. Then we've got some light switches here, and then this is a call button for the attendant, and this is a light here. And there's a button here to turn that on. You can control the overhead lights right here. So that's everything down here on the lower bunk. Now let's take a look at the rest of the room. The mirror has got a light which you can turn on and off, and that's this light right here. And then we also have our own sink right here in the room, and just turn that right on. And she did bring us some towels and some other goodies as well. Right after we got on the train, our attendant, who's super sweet, brought us all kinds of stuff. So cups, she brought us some snacks here, some crackers, olive oil crackers, which how can those be bad? And then we've got all kinds of water. This is our own water we carry with us all the time. And these are waters as well, 4 waters. And I don't know how they determine if they're gonna give you still water or the fizzy water, the soda water. I don't know how they determine that, but she took one look at us and said, I'm going to give you guys still water. So that's what we have there. And then she also gave us these washcloths as well, which is really good. And Rob will show you guys the bathroom in a little bit. You can go down to the bathroom, or you can just get yourself washed up here and go to the restroom down at the end of the hall. There's also a trash can right here, easy to access. And look at this. So we have our 2 bags here, plenty of room, and there, look at all this room right here. There's actually quite a bit of space, which is fantastic. So I'm really excited about having all of that room, and Rob's going to show you some more of the room that's up there to store. But we've got these also. It's a men's, it's marked men's and women's kit. Really the difference here is that the men's kit has a razor, which I cannot for the life of me imagine Rob shaving on the train, but there is a shaving kit in here, and then there's a dental kit, or like a toothbrush toothpaste combo, and then we've got some slippers, which actually come in very handy when you want to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and don't want to put your shoes back on. And there's some hand sanitizers and some soap and some tissue as well. So it's quite a nice goodie bag there. for the men. And then the women's is essentially the same. It just comes in this cute little bag though, which I'm really excited about. I'm gonna keep that because that's gonna come in handy for something else. But you've got the slippers, and you actually have a vanity set, so I can fix my nails and clean my ears. Apparently Rob won't be cleaning his ears because he doesn't have one of those. And then we've got the soap and the napkins, tissue, and hand gel. And I've got the toothbrush as well. So no shaving for me, haha. But I'm gonna send it up to Rob, and he's gonna show you guys his upstairs penthouse and the room that we have up there for storage as well.
All right, we have a ladder here. It looks pretty solid, so I'm gonna give this a go. I tried first to just see if I could jump up there. That didn't work, so we're gonna give the ladder a go. And it looks to be pretty basic. You only need to get up a few steps, and then you can make your way up. That's not bad at all. But amazingly, I do have all kinds of room up here, so this is a really spacious accommodation for me, which I'm really excited about. And the other reason I'm really excited, can you tell this is my excited face, is what a good deal we got on this train. We paid $237 total for both of us. So that was total price. And we got this deluxe 2-bedroom private cabin, comes with breakfast. And that's a really good price for the amount of ride that we're doing, which is 21 hours. You really can't, you know, really can't beat that. That's like 10 bucks an hour. So, you know, what are you gonna, Allie's gonna be upset if I'm doing math on here, but, you know, this is probably the cheapest sleeper cabin that we've ever had, and to get to do it for this long and have it be this spacious is really quite a good deal. So, up here, we have a light. We have another charger port right there, and again another flip phone holder. So that's all good. But I do have all the storage up here for my backpack. I've got on that side. I've got my jacket over here, my other bag, and my headphones down there. And then I measured how long this bed is before I got up here, and it is 6 feet long. And the amazing thing is how wide it is, which this bed is, it's 30 inches wide. Now most sleeper car beds are going to be 23, 24, maybe 26 inches. So to get a 30-inch bed is pretty unheard of, and they're both actually 30-inch beds. So we are really excited about that. Time to check out the bathrooms on this Intercity Notte, and the first one I came to was this one. It's a real small one, really unique, interesting handle, door to get in. Just kind of flip that, and that will lock and unlock the door. But this bathroom just has a sink, and that's all there is to it. There's nothing else in here but a sink. So I hope there's another one right around the corner with a toilet. I'm gonna go look for that right now. Alright, I made it to the bigger bathroom, which was just around the corner, and it is quite a bit more spacious. It also does have a toilet, so I'll show you a little bit around here. There is a sink there. How does this thing work? I don't know. I don't know how to make the water go. There is a toilet here and toilet paper. One thing you might notice and be surprised by if you're coming from the States is that the toilet, a lot of the toilets don't have toilet seats on them. They're just the actual bowl. So that can be confusing at first, but once you get used to it, you know that that's happening. Alright, I'm back and I'm in another bathroom because I did some more investigating, and the bathrooms that I was in previously were right next to our room, but they were actually in the next car down, which is the comfort rooms, and we're in the deluxe rooms. So the deluxe ones have a little bit different bathrooms, so you get to see both. But the big difference here is that the sink does seem smaller, but it is more of an American style toilet with a seat and a lid. So the sink is a little bit tinier, but the toilet is familiar. So honestly, you have your choice of either one you can use throughout the night, so I think we'll be just set with this. So what's the food situation going to be on the train?
Okay, so so we get breakfast included, which I don't know what that is. We'll find out. It's a surprise in the morning. But I asked our attendant and she said that she will be watching for us, and when she sees us out and about, then she will go ahead and bring us our breakfast. So I do like the idea that she is not going to be waking us up, or that we have to get up early to get it. It's just gonna be, she'll bring it whenever we get up. So that's kind of cool. So it'll be a surprise. We'll show you guys in the morning.
One of the things that we're most excited about this train trip, and one of the reasons we picked it, was because we're going to Sicily. And if you've ever looked at the map, there's no way for a train to get from the mainland of Italy to Sicily. So what do? This train is going to drive onto a ship, and the ship is going to take the train over the water to Sicily in the morning somehow. I don't know how it's going to happen, but that's going to be pretty cool. So hopefully we're awake to see that whole process happen and find out. And the view should be amazing as well when that's happening. So this is going to be really unique. We're gonna get some sleep tonight, and then tomorrow should be a pretty interesting day.
So we got to the Milan train station about 5 hours early because of when we had to check out from our hotel. So we had about 5 hours to kill at the train station. And if you're familiar with a lot of the train stations in Italy, really in all of Europe, there's not a lot of seating because they're not really made to wait for that long. People usually show up a few minutes before their train and they hop on and they're good to go. You know, so our situation is a little bit unique, and we were trying to figure out what to do, and we thought, well, let's see if we can get into the lounge. Well, you have to have the Freccia lounge is only for those who have Salatino or executive seats on the Freccia trains, but you can purchase a day pass if you have a Freccia ticket for that day, or if you have the Intercity Notte, which is what we're on. And so they were actually having a sale today, 20 euros, so around $20, buy one get one free. So instead of 20 each, it was only 20 for both of us. So that was great because you get snacks and you get a nice clean bathroom and just a quiet area to wait. So that was really, really cool to have that space to kind of hang out in today for about 5 hours.
Something that's very confusing when you buy your tickets, and by the way, when you might be wondering how you buy the tickets for this, you can purchase them on Trenitalia, but we purchased ours on ItaliaRail.com. That is so much easier because everything's in English, and if you purchase your tickets on Italia Rail, if you're from the States, most likely your credit card is going to work perfectly. I've never had a problem with my card. If you try to purchase on Trenitalia or some other European website, you'll get like the whole verified by Visa, and they'll have to call you and they'll have to text you. And if you're in another country, you won't get that text. So it's a whole problem. So to avoid that, we just book on Italia Rail. And they have like descriptions in English of each of the rooms, so you won't really know what you're getting if you're trying to do it on Trenitalia either. So this was the double room, and there's also a comfort room or a couchette room. But what's confusing about it is we booked our tickets, and this is coach 8, and our seat number, it gives you seat numbers instead of like bed numbers. Our seat numbers were 12 and 16, and I thought, well, that doesn't sound ideal because they may not be in the same one, but they are. So the way that they arrange the numbering system is different. So in this deluxe cabin, you would have seat 12, 14, and 16. The one next to us is 11, 13, and 15. So when you buy your tickets, just know that Probably your seat numbers aren't going to look like they're together, but you will still be in the same cabin. There isn't going to be any dinner served tonight or lunch served tomorrow, so you do have to bring your own food other than breakfast. And Allie stopped off and got us some snacks. This is a little treat that we learned about when we were in Monopoly. Those are really good. They're kind of like little dough balls fried up with olive oil, what they are to me. And I think she got us some, what are these?
Sandwiches.
Focaccia sandwiches? Ooh, oh, they're big. Let's see, let's take a look. I haven't seen these yet. Ooh. Okay.
Yum, yum.
So that's gonna be lunch tomorrow, or yeah, maybe a little bit tonight and a little bit tomorrow. So that's gonna be good. And we have another one just like that. So keep that in mind. If you're gonna be on one of these trains, you do need to bring some extra food, especially on this one, because it is such a long ride. One of the conductors of the train came by and put this little button in that little holder, and he said, this is called the big problem button. If you have a big problem, you hit this button because it calls me and I'll come down and take care of it. So it's good to know that there is someone on board that's going to solve any big problem we have. Hopefully we don't have to hit that button. Also right next to it, pretty interesting, is a door which leads to the suite next to us. So if you had 4 or 6 people, you could get interconnecting rooms, and that'd be pretty cool. All right, Allie is already asleep. It's getting late, so it is time for lights out. We will see you in the morning.
Okay, we've got our breakfast here, and we've got coffee, and we have orange juice, and that looks like pineapple juice, I think, yeah. And we've got some croissants and some toast, and then also some Nutella. So we're gonna dig into that. That looks like a good enough breakfast. We've got our coffee, and we're going to enjoy the sea views while we eat our breakfast.
It's almost 11 o'clock in the morning, and we have enjoyed a good breakfast and seen a ton of scenery, and we are at the sea, and this is where they're going to load the train onto a ferry. So we're not really sure how this is going to work, if we stay in the room, if we get out, but this should be pretty interesting to see what happens. Crossing the Strait of Messina now, and it's going to take us about 35 minutes on this ferry to do it. You can see they've got our train loaded in down here in the lower compartment. So it is a beautiful view up here. They do let you off the train to walk around the whole time on the upper deck. It's a little windy up here, so make sure you have a hat and a jacket when you do this. But this is a stunning view crossing the strait.
That was fun.
Came back down from being up top to go over the Strait of Messina, and time for lunch. So we've got this food here that Allie bought at the station in Milan yesterday, and it's this huge focaccia bread with meat and cheese, I think, in it. I'm gonna give that a try. It's really good, even the next day. The focaccia is really good, and I love the meat. It's all fresh. Good choice.
Okay, just arrived in Palermo, and what an interesting ride. We had a great time. It was really good. That was such a long ride, 21 hours, and we did the ferry, which is the only way to get from mainland Italy to Sicily, and the views, as you saw, absolutely spectacular. Hope you guys enjoyed the ride as much as we did. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give us a like on this video. We'll see you soon.